So how's school going?
I love school. I'm in seminary courses right now where I'm at, which is, some people take a lot of seminary courses before being a pastor. I kind of went the opposite route. I got an undergrad in biblical studies, but after becoming a pastor, I realized that I lack a lot of understanding and just want to become, a better shepherd in our church. So I'm taking seminary courses right now, and I'm loving it. It's a lot that I wasn't used to in studying. I kind of got out of the groove of studying, but it's going well. I think I'm learning a lot.
Good. So. One of the courses you told me you were in was biblical counseling.
Yeah.
What is biblical counseling? Isn't counseling?
Yeah, that's I think when you talk about biblical counseling, you have to define what do we believe is truth. It seems like a lot of our conversations between me and you on this channel.
What is biblical truth?
What is biblical truth? Maybe it's just on my mind lately, which is good. It's a good topic, but I think you have to define what do we actually believe. Where do we believe we came from? Where do we believe all authority of truth comes from? So I think when you're talking about biblical counseling, well, we believe that what God has to say is the most important thing about us. And so if we need to be counseled in any way, which I believe all of us need counseling in some form or fashion. I mean, if we're talking about a work issue or a family issue or just anything, when you're talking to a friend, you're in some way going to that friend for counsel. So biblical counseling is saying, well, we believe that the Bible is of utmost importance and has the truth. So we want to counsel with the truth of God, truth of God's word and what he says about things. And so instead of going to someone who may be a professional in something or another, we would say ultimately, well, does it line up with what God says? And in that way, we want to be biblical counselors in everything. I think all Christians are biblical counselors, or they're counselors at least. Whether we're biblically counseling people is the question. And so being more familiar with, sure of, and just ready to give counsel from what God says in his word. I'm taking what he says and trying to help apply it to what's going on in this world. And so what's going on in your life, what's going on in my life, how do we explain things? What does God say about it? That's biblical counseling in a very, very short way to say it, and probably left out some things.
Okay.
But in a very short answer.
So it's counseling, but the root of the answers would be from the Bible.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Pastor.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time today.
Yeah.